Hello, I'm Morgan Welch with the Independence Chamber of Commerce, and today we have a Key to Success program for you. Now, our Key to Success program started several months back whenever the pandemic first hit and we had to go into lockdown. The whole purpose of these programs are to highlight certain members who are experts in their fields, as well as provide our members with value and educational resources to help them know what things are available to them through our membership base. So this morning, I'm really excited to have somebody sharing a little bit about something that I don't even know that much about. And I hope that we can all learn a little bit from each other during this time. So we wanted to get these back started in the winter time during a time when we are frequently in person again. And today we have Sean Gordon with Alternatives EAP / ComCare, and he's going to tell you a little bit more about what the difference there is and the fundamentals of what they do and their business. But he is going to tell us more specifically about the employee assistance program that they offer. So, Sean, I'd love to introduce you, welcome you today, and get started on what it is that you have to share with us.
Thank you, Morgan, and hello to the Independence Chamber. Again, I'm Sean, and I'm with Alternatives Employee Assistance Program. We are an enhanced employee assistance program. We help companies and their employees, and our program was actually built and is built around the wellness and health of the organization as well as its employees. So a little bit about our program. An EAP program, Employee Assistance Program, is a benefit from the company, of companies to actually provide these to their employees. There's no deductibles, no co-pays. The program covers the employee and their dependent family members. And there's unlimited use, and it's completely confidential. Nobody's going to know about it at the company. Everything is done independently and off-site. And we have our own record-keeping staff, and we comply with all confidentiality laws, both federal and state. So what is an enhanced employee assistance program? Well, for the company, we actually provide support and consultation for HR managers, supervisors. Whenever they have an issue with an employee, we can help with consultation with that. We also can help with mandatory company referrals. If one of the employees was found drinking on the job or doing drugs or something like that, and the HR people wanted them to get help, they could actually mandatorily refer them to us, and we would help them through that process. We also offer critical incident response. Should there be some kind of an incident within the building, we do work with the company as a whole to help them through that. We also help with DOT compliance with drivers, things like that. We also provide manager and supervisor training. So as far as the employees, we offer the employees basically free counseling, financial advice, legal advice, life coaching. That can be weight loss, quitting smoking, numerous life coaching things, as well as helping with child elder care, and finding that can sometimes be difficult, and we can help with that. We also have a very unique thing to our EAP program that nobody else provides. We also have Grab a Ride. So should an employee, like I said, we were built around the wellness of the company as well as the wellness of the employees. And if an employee had been, let's say, New Year's Eve and had too much to drink and needed a ride home, we can provide that free of charge for them. We also have wellness webinars. We have an app that has numerous functions for self-help on them, as well as our website, and we also provide newsletters as well. And as I said, we are built around the wellness of and the safety of the company as well as the employees. If an employee wanted to get legal advice against the company, we do not allow that within our EAP program. So why an employee assistance program? Why would you utilize one? Why would a company utilize one? It is a great recruitment tool. Uh, Most companies offer insurance to their employees. This can be added to that, to where you're actually providing those employees that, hey, you know what, we're through us and working with us, you're also going to be able to get counseling should you need, or your family members might need. You know, if you have a new baby coming along, we can help you find childcare for that baby. Or if you had an employee that was going through a divorce, they would be able to get free legal advice and the financial advice to find out where they are, as well as that daycare help. It also reduces in employees being absent from work. There is a correlation from using a enhanced EAP program and reducing how often employees are absent from work. And there's a correlation in increased productivity. They don't take their problems to work because they're solved outside of work through an EAP program. It fosters for a healthier work environment, and it's a great tool for HR. We help walk hand in hand with the HR to make sure that the company is running well. And we do promote the wellness and health of staff. And we're also available for those crisis situations when needed. Um, so how do EAP programs work? Most EAP programs are built on what is called a per employee per year pricing. So the more employees that a company has, the cheaper the price is. And most EAPs are built that way. So the very, very large companies are able to provide it. And we found that 90% of Fortune 500 companies do have an EAP program, where only 9% of companies with 50 employees or less have an EAP for their employees, which kind of makes for unfair hiring, because the smaller companies sometimes can't compete with the benefits that they can get through those larger companies. And we'd like to help in that situation. And so, why alternatives? Why us? We are locally based. We're also a chamber member, and we are a subsidiary of ComCare. ComCare is a mental health agency, and we work with all of the mental health facilities around the area. And we are also a part of the National Suicide Hotline. We are an affiliate, and we answer the phones for the 816 and 660 area codes. So we do not hire anybody to answer our phones that is not at least a master level therapist. So as soon as the phone rings, it is answered, and it's answered live by a master level therapist. So should somebody be in crisis or really need help at the moment, we actually have the most exceptional people to answer it. They're also very compassionate, caring, and they want to help, which is a really good thing. And we also partner here in Independence with the Comprehensive. And we are a very good partner with them, and we utilize them quite often. And we are also the Employee Assistance Program of the Chiefs. Go Chiefs. So how can the Chamber and Alternatives help your company? Alternatives has partnered with the Chamber here to offer services to you and your employees. And to get this benefit, all you have to do is be a chamber member, and it allows you to come in and pool your business and your employees with other companies and their employees. So if you had your company has 50 employees and three other companies have 50 employees, boom, you have 200 employees now, which really cuts down on the pricing. And it allows you to compete with those larger companies whenever you offer benefits to your employees. And as companies join through the chamber, your price will continually decrease because the amount of employees are going to continually increase. So just to give you kind of an idea here, if you had 40 employees, and realize that if it's less than 40 employees, it actually is higher than this. Looking at these prices, we have what we call a 3-session model and a 6-session model. But if you look at these, just looking at the 3-session model, if you had 40 employees, that's basically $50 per employee per year price. The 416 is actually a per employee per month price. But you notice as you get up around 200, that price goes from in a month from $4 to around a little over $2. And as it goes down, it gets closer and closer to $1 the more employees that are present. So it really, really helps the company with the more companies that join through the chamber. And so as all those employees start uh, getting larger and larger pooling amount, the price will keep dropping. So if you did join and participated early and there were 500 employees and your price was $19.98 a month, um, it, as time goes on and more companies join, if some company comes in that has 100 employees, it's going to start dropping. And as we go along, the price will just keep getting smaller and smaller, which is a more and more benefit to you. So what's next with this partnership that we're having with Independence Chamber? Well, we are just wanting to know right now who is wanting to participate and who is interested in participating. Even if you just show interest, we would like to know. This way here we can at least get an idea of where the pricing would start. So what we're asking right now is if you are interested at all, even if you have another employee assistance program that you're currently utilizing, it might do you better to come and join through the chamber so that you can take advantage of this pricing. And all we're asking right now, if you're interested, to just contact me. I put my cell number on here as well as my email, and you just have to contact me. You could also contact me through those if you just had questions. I would be glad to answer any questions. And if you are interested in or just partially interested, just give me an idea of how many employees that you have. And basically, I start pooling those with all of the other people that are interested. And then we can get back to you on where pricing is and then go from there. And basically, that's all that's needed from this point forward. And I do want to thank the Independence Chamber and Tom and Morgan for letting me come on here and talk a little bit about our employee assistance program. And hopefully you all will join through the chamber and take advantage of the discounts that are available. And with that, back to you, Morgan.
Well, Sean, I feel like I just learned a ton of things in just a matter of minutes. So thank you so much for, thanking us for the opportunity, but I appreciate having you on here for that opportunity. I also feel like all you really have to say is that the Chiefs do it and then everybody else wants to. So that's a good thing. I was taking some notes and actually I had the question, I was going to ask you here, well, if a smaller company, we've got lots of chamber members that are smaller companies, we do emphasize small businesses. And so I was going to ask you, how would you respond to someone who prices more and I only because I have fewer than 50 employees, why would I want to participate in this? But that pooling system is so interesting and helpful. I was wondering, I know that you said that they could reach out directly to you for the pricing information. Do you have that pooling chart that you shared? Is that public anywhere in case they needed to kind of review that with the board or something like that prior?
The pricing is not shared publicly. I mean, I just kind of put it up here for you all through this, but I could make it available to you and could actually email it to you if you guys wanted to share it with the rest of the chamber. That would be fine by me.
Sure, no problem. Yeah, I just know that a lot of our small businesses have, several steps to go through, but it sounds like them, contacting you directly, like you mentioned, would probably be the best for them. I'm curious, as you were mentioning kind of your calls and your hotline, with the last, 9 months, I know people have had to be kind of creative with the services that they offer. I am curious, kind of, have you guys been able to adapt to having fewer in-person things, or what has ComCare or Alternatives EAP been able to do in that realm? Do you have an answer for that?
Yes, and ComCare is kind of a complex company. I mean, Alternatives is a branch of ComCare. We also provide help with opioid crisis, keeping people safe in the opioid crisis. We have case managers that go out and work with people for that. We also have a children's enhancement program that helps children that have mental health issues. We just have numerous things that we help people with. We are a helping company and largely based in mental health, but we also provide virtual health. And so we did kind of have a fairly easy transition with COVID. We did have everybody that did go remote. Our call center staff for the National Suicide Hotline are actually answering phones from their home. We were kind of pre-prepared for it. I don't know that the call center staff was prepared for as many calls as we actually have been getting. Due to COVID, a lot of COVID questions have been coming up through the National Suicide Hotline, and our call volume has increased quite a bit. But we've transitioned fairly well. We've been working remotely, and currently we are still working remotely as cases seem to be on the rise and not on the decline. But we have been able to still help people, and we are actually finding a lot of people seem to like the I'm not going to be able to say that word, the being more anonymous through contacting us via tele or virtually. I think that sometimes, even in an EAP program, when we tell them, no one's at the company is going to know, that sometimes they're still kind of leery that maybe somebody will find out. So doing things more virtual, sometimes they're a little more apt to go ahead and reach out to us. We've noticed a large increase in the call volume, but we're still doing very well, and still would love to be able to help all the businesses that the chamber has.
Yes, well, and I think that makes it, even more attractive. I wasn't sure how well you were able to maybe adapt to the situations, but it sounds like you were already pretty much set up for it. So that, to me, that makes it something that would be more of a benefit, especially during, such a relevant time. So I think those are all my questions I have for you. I do want to remind everybody to contact you directly. You had your number up there, 816-210-3229, I think. And then if you guys didn't catch that number, of course, we at the chamber can get you Sean's information, and get you his email or his number, and get you that pay schedule, all of any of that information that you might need to help make the decision. But it really sounds like you have something great to offer, and we appreciate you providing this, educational program for our members. So
I appreciate you all allowing me to do this through the chamber. I think it's a great thing that your chamber is offering, allowing us to offer this through the chamber. I think it's a great benefit for all of your members, and hopefully all of them will end up joining.